Friends, making mistakes is nothing new for humans. Sometimes, those very mistakes end up defining a person, or even large corporations. That's why it's often said, where there are humans, there are mistakes. And sometimes, a single small mistake can turn into a massive loss. So today, Infinity Vision brings you part 1 of the world's most expensive mistakes. Let's begin. Number 4. A human mistake that caused an entire lake to be swallowed by the ground. Before the 1980s, Lake Peigneur, located in the state of Louisiana, USA, was an important source of fresh water. But due to a human error, a massive whirlpool formed in the lake, causing the entire body of water to be swallowed by the ground. What actually happened was that a company named Texaco was drilling beneath the lake in search of oil. Because of a critical measurement mistake, the drilling went far deeper than intended and punctured a massive underground salt mine. This triggered a powerful vortex in the lake, pulling in nearly 13 billion liters of water, along with 11 barges, 1 drilling platform, and huge amounts of surrounding land and soil. Had the measurements been done correctly, Lake Peigneur would still exist today in its original, peaceful form. Number 3. 20th Century Fox's most expensive business mistake. Today, 20th Century Fox is considered one of the world's largest film production companies. But back in 1977, the studio made a single decision that would eventually cost it billions of dollars. When the first Star Wars film was being made, Fox paid its creator and director, George Lucas, approximately $150,000. Believing the movie wouldn't be a major success, the studio sold the merchandising and franchise rights to George Lucas for just a few $1,000s. But that prediction turned out to be completely wrong. Star Wars became a massive hit, and every sequel that followed shattered box office records. Today, the Star Wars brand is so valuable that its rights are estimated to be worth at least $10 billion. In other words, that single decision ended up costing 20th Century Fox billions of dollars. Number 2. The building that melts cars. Have you ever heard of a building that can actually melt cars? Located in London, the Walkie Talkie Building, 20 Fenchurch Street, has become infamous because of its unusual design. The building's curved shape focuses sunlight in such a way that it creates extreme heat on the ground below. As a result, people have experienced eye irritation, intense heat, and even incidents where car parts began to melt. In one case, several parts of a Jaguar car melted simply due to concentrated sunlight. Fixing this design flaw would require an investment of hundreds of millions of dollars, which is currently considered impractical. That's why the building still stands today in the same condition as before. Number 1. A single act of negligence that cost hundreds of lives. On August 12, 2015, a devastating explosion occurred at a chemical warehouse in the city of Tianjin, China. This was not just a single blast, but a chain of massive explosions that became nearly impossible to control. The disaster killed approximately 175 people and left more than 800 others injured. The explosions destroyed over 300 buildings, and at a nearby Toyota vehicle storage facility, not a single car was left undamaged. As if that wasn't enough, toxic chemicals were released into the air, leading to acid rain, and even tap water became unsafe to drink. Fish began dying in nearby rivers, and residents were forced to evacuate the area for an extended period of time. Warehouse management was held responsible for the tragedy after failing to properly handle dangerous chemicals such as nitrocellulose. This single act of negligence resulted in financial losses estimated at around $8 to $9 billion. Like the video, subscribe to Infinity Vision, and comment below. Which of these mistakes did you find the most unbelievable?